Gonzo and the Swedish Chef.
This is gonna probably break people's brackets right here. But I like the Swedish Chef because I think, yeah, Gonzo is wonderful and I think his character is more fleshed out, but you can just laugh, you just hear the sound of the Swedish Chef and it's just funny. Hey everybody, thank you again so much for having me on this episode of Brackit. Now, I'm also here to tell you that if you have any room in your heart and in your pocketbook, please donate to Students Against Destructive Decisions. They're a nonprofit that helps teens and young adults all over the United States and some parts of the world too. I was a part of this organization when I was a kid and it really helped me and a lot of my peers and students around the world. So thank you very much for your time and have a good day.
It's the Brackit Show. This is the show where you figure out the answers of your favorite celebrities, bracket style. I'm your host, Matthew Robinson, and today I am joined by voice actor, puppeteer, and man wanted in 3 states, Robby DeVillez. Robby, thanks for being on the show here today.
Thank you, Matthew. Hello, everybody.
Now, for those of you who've never played bracket, here's how it works. It's your job to pick Robby's choices, not your own. So today we're gonna be talking about the Muppets. And you've gotta think, what's going on in this man's head? Beaker versus Rolf the dog. I know we've talked a lot about these guys, and you chose Beaker.
I know, this was really tough. Rolf the dog is a very much personal favorite. A lot of people, even myself, but Beaker, like I said, I made a Beaker from scratch, and it looks pretty good. You saw it, right?
I've seen it, it looks really good.
Right, not bad.
Gonzo versus Pepe the King Prong.
Oh, this is tough because these characters actually interact a lot together, especially in Muppets from Space, or is Muppets in Space? No, Muppets from In Space. Muppets in Space.
They're all from space.
They're all from space, particularly Gonzo because he's a whatever, and that story kind of focuses more on him. It's really fun. Some people are like, oh, it's not so great, but honestly, it's all a good time. And I chose Gonzo for that one.
Dr. Bunsen Honeydew versus the Swedish Chef.
This is tough because you kind of see the Swedish Chef a little bit more in like the Muppets TV show and a lot more of the bits, but Dr. Honeydew shows up a little bit more in the movies, but they're all kind of both there. When it came down to it, I think the Swedish Chef is just a lot funnier.
Kermit the Frog and Beaker. Who do we go with this one?
This is really tough because, like I said, I sort of DIY'd a Kermit and I made a Beaker from scratch. So this really killed me, but I went green on this one, and I chose the frog.
Well, we got Fozzie Bear now versus Rizzle the Rat, 2 people who also have very funny voices. Who moves on here?
I know, which 2 mammals am I gonna go forward with? Honestly, I'm gonna go with Fozzie the Bear. I also have made a Fozzie the Bear from scratch.
This is a heck of a Final Four. Kermit the Frog, the Swedish Chef, Fozzie Bear, and Miss Piggy. Okay. Kermit versus the Swedish Chef. Who do you pick here? A 1 seed versus a 2 seed?
Jim did Kermit the Frog and Jim did Swedish Chef as well. So it was choosing between the 2 kids. So it was really, really tough, but I went with Kermit the Frog.
Awesome, good choice there, obviously. Fozzie Bear, Miss Piggy. Who did you pick?
And this is another one where I'm going, it's basically, with this Final Four, it's Jim versus Frank. So it's really hard to choose between the 2. And right now, of the 2 of Frank's characters, I chose Fozzie Bear.
Okay, now this is it. Kermit the Frog versus Fozzie Bear. 2 best friends.
Best friends.
And now they're fighting each other for dominance in this bracket. This is it, everyone.
Welcome to Brackit,
The game show where you try to guess your
Favorite celebrities' picks.
bracket style.
We've got a really fun bracket here today.
There's a lot of options here.
Tell us, why did you pick this bracket?
Okay, you ready for this? Let's do it.
You have the one that started it all and the one that ended it all.
Ooh, I don't even know how you choose. This is hard.
This is the hardest one. Why you gotta make me make choices between these 2?
This is gonna probably break people's brackets.
I did not see this coming.
We'll meet you soon, right here on Bracket.